Hey, it's Cassie for Tours by Foot. Today I'm coming at you from Astor Place and St. Mark's Place.
So these beautiful decorated lampposts are part of an art installation called the Mosaic Trail. They're all made by the same artist. His name is Jim Power, although New Yorkers just call him the Mosaic Man. Generally something about whatever is right there. Like this one says the Public, and of course the Public Theater is right around the corner from Astor Place. This is Astor Place. That's the Astor Place Cube. The official name of this piece is the Alamo, but we just call it the Cube or the Astor Place Cube. This section of Lafayette Street is known as Joseph Papp Way. Joe Papp was the founder of the Public Theater. Now this is the Public Theater. Originally this building was the Astor Place Library. That collection, the entire collection from this library, went to the main branch of the New York Public Library down on 42nd Street when it opened in 1911. And believe it or not, about 20 years later, this building was abandoned. A lot of New York City's most famous venues, whether they're theaters or nightclubs, started out as abandoned buildings. Now there's two great spaces in this building. One is called Joe's Pub. That's a cabaret house. I've been there many times. There's not a bad seat in the house. And the other is the Public Theater. The Public Theater is an off-Broadway theater, one of the most important. Everything starts off-Broadway. This magnificent brownstone building is the Cooper Union, the foundational building of the Cooper Union, completed in 1859. Right across the street from the Cooper Union is a Keith Haring called Self-Portrait. Now this is St. Mark's Place. Sometimes I think if people are imagining what a New York City neighborhood looks like, especially the East Village, this is what they're picturing. All these tiny little shops and restaurants, kind of an edgy punk rock vibe. Back in the 70s, during the official punk rock era, this was the punk rock neighborhood. So originally, this would have been farmland owned by the Stuyvesant family and simply referred to as the Bowery. Part of the East Village is still called the Bowery to this day. Now when we get to the 1840s, we get the first big wave of immigration from what is today Germany and Austria. And this stretch of St. Mark's Place and a lot of what is today Chinatown were known as Kleine Deutschland, or Little Germany. This building is a leftover from that time period. And you can see up here it says Deutsche Amerikanische Schützengesellschaft, which loosely translates as the German-American Shooting Club. There was a beer hall, a bowling alley, and a shooting range inside. Sounds kind of like a recipe for disaster. And today we have a lovely independent bookstore called Village Works. I love these independent bookstores. This is a great one. You'll find a lot of New York City themed books and a lot of LGBTQ+ themed books in this little store. There's a lot of history in this building. It was built in 1832. It was a ballroom for when this was a fancy neighborhood. Then in the Little Germany days, it becomes a beer hall. It stays a beer hall. It has many different names all the way until 1967 when it's rented out by Andy Warhol. He had become interested in creating a new kind of nightlife. He named the club the Exploding Plastic Inevitable, and the Velvet Underground was the house band at the Exploding Plastic Inevitable. After a couple of years, he got kind of bored with it, and he passed it off to some friends, and they renamed it the Electric Circus. Right next door to what used to be the Electric Circus is Search and Destroy. This is a leftover from the punk rock days, and you can still get some pretty edgy clothes in this place. And we got buy one, get one free tattoos. Just east of 2nd Avenue on St. Mark's Place is the wonderful Puerto Rico Importing Co. I know this is a hyperbole, but I feel like this is pretty much the best coffee in New York City. Let's go inside.
Now, the mysterious spelling, P-O-R-T-O, this was founded by an Italian immigrant family in 1907, and that's the Italian spelling of Puerto Rico. They sell over 130 varieties of coffee.
Look at all this beautiful coffee. All these kinds of fresh beans. I wish you could smell this place. It just smells like heaven. Now, usually I'm a latte beverage person, but their drip coffee is so good. I always get either a regular or iced coffee at Puerto Rico Imports. Need some socks? Come visit the Sock Man at 99 St. Mark's Place. Socks and all kinds of accessories. And a little piece of rock and roll history for you. This is the building that was featured on the album cover of Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti. And it was also in the Rolling Stones video, Just Waiting for a Friend. There's a little tea shop down here called Physical Graffiti, sort of an adorable play on words.